Hey guys, welcome to the Crystalline podcast, a podcast all about self-love, personal growth, and self-worth. This podcast episode is going to be super informal. We're going to talk about, we're just going to have a little catch-up, a little story time about the MIA thing, because I totally wasn't here, and I'm going to talk about that, and hopefully this will help someone, because it's like, you know, being super organized about like everything and just everything. But welcome to my life. I called this era a mess. So let's talk. So, hi guys. Let's get comfortable. Right. So So I hope the lighting's okay. Like, it's super bright on my face. It's making this noise, which is really annoying, but we're getting over it. And hey. So basically remember when I was like, oh my gosh, let's manifest money, let's manifest a job, let's do this, let's do that, and then something happened to me which sucked. So that week was really odd, really weird, and I have to remember that, you know, like having ADHD brain, it's gonna be like, you know, constant, and like having it's like I want things done now. And it really annoys me that I'm all into like slow living and just chilling out and life is awesome. But I was going on about like in my last episode of like, you know, I think it was like finding a job. And my life has been such a mess. And I'll go into it because, and I want to tell you guys how to get out of it when your life is like a complete mess and you're like, I didn't even know. Like right now, I was like, gonna wear something cute, gonna do a little makeup, do my hair, but then I was like, no, I don't care. We're chill. I'm wearing my Taika Waititi t-shirt. He's like one of my favorite directors. Let's go. I love it. So I spoke about this in my last episode, I'm pretty sure. And there was this whole other thing that happened in my last episode as well. I was trying to get that out, and when I got that out, I noticed that I went to link an episode to another episode, and then all of a sudden, another podcast came up with the exact same name as mine, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I went down this rabbit hole of like, that's not allowed. Like, that's not allowed. And I spoke to an intellectual property lawyer yesterday, and she said it wasn't allowed. So now I've got to go through all that. But that same week, as I spoke about like manifesting money, I said there was a line I gave you guys about like how, what was it? You know, every time we go to spend money, you say like, thank you, like universe, it says it in this book, it's like, thank you universe for allowing me to spend money, I trust it will come back to me tenfold. And so it is. And getting it into a routine of like going boop, like every time you spend money, like say that. And after the whole like, I can't believe this has happened, you know, this whole, you know, intellectual property, like someone's taken my podcast name, and they have, and we've now got to get this sorted, with all due respect. And yeah, so I'm not going to discuss any more on it, because it's just got to be settled. I'll probably discuss after, but like, that's it. Someone's nabbed my name, and I was like, no, you cannot. So, okay. Manifesting money. I was a complete mess, and I have been for such a long time. Like, and yeah, it happens, you know, ADHD, you can, like, I can get in a routine, oh gosh, putting things somewhere and then just forgetting about it and just like gotta remember, don't put it down, put it away, which is like should be the chant or something. So what happened, guys? So I was making a cute 1940s apron, and I drafted it up that morning, and I was like so proud. I was like, oh, it's gonna look so cute. And then it was horrible. Like, not the apron. What happened? I decided, because I work at a community hospital and like volunteered to get my primary care hours, you know, it's really quite rewarding and things. It's really nice. So I'm supposed to be there today, but I said I need me time, so I'm not gonna go. Sorry. It's like sorry but not sorry. So what happened? I feel like I should have my cup of coffee right now. Oh my gosh, I think I was going to make it and then I forgot about it. That's ADHD brain. Also, it's like the summer holidays in the UK, so my friend's a teacher and she's normally away. She's not come home. And if she comes in, it's gonna be awkward. That's gonna be like proper clown mode. So anyway, so I was making an apron and I needed some bias tape to go around it. If you guys you know what it's about. Guys, I'm also going to be starting a lifestyle like YouTube as well. Things like sewing and things, projects that I make and events that I do and stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, please stay tuned because it's going to come up. I need to get a microphone for this camera. It's like this whole thing. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. I went to go get some bias tape, and yeah, you know, there's a department store that's like famous, been around since like the 50s. It looks like the 50s, like it's insane and well expensive. I walked past something, it was like a sale tag and it said now £119, and I was like like I was like, okay. Yeah, so I knew that they had a like haberdashery, little cute place. Haberdashery is so cool, just that word, haberdashery. And I was like, okay, cool. So I went there, got my thing. They didn't have the table one that was white, and I was like, okay, I'll just dye it with tea, la-di-da. And as I was walking downstairs, this was completely avoidable if I hadn't seen, because where I work is a restaurant, but I can't eat the food because they don't have anything vegetarian really and gluten-free. And I needed a packed lunchbox. I was like, oh, great, there's a packed lunch, you know, thing, so I'll fit all my stuff, my salads and stuff, super healthy, yay. And then I chose one, and I kind of look at that lunchbox now and I'm like, you're just a cursed piece of crap. Because on the way home, it was like, and the statistics are correct, like within a mile from my house, because someone rear-ended me and it sucked. I had like whiplash and like PTSD, like, oh gosh, I was almost tempted to quite like make a sign about like like to press a button so it would come up at the back. It's like, don't get too close. It's like really scary, super scary. So yeah, so that happened, and I just feel like how I was like, yeah, manifesting money, and I'm just like, well, so getting loads of money, well, it wasn't loads, but because my car's like old and it would have been a write-off, and I'm like, no. So I got money, and I'm so glad I saved my money, because I think some mechanics, I don't know, not all of them, but they're really dodgy ones. Like my housemate used to be not my housemate, my neighbour. What? My neighbour apparently is a mechanic, you know, and apparently, you know, he just tried to swindle me, and I'm like, You have no idea the knowledge in my brain. It's like, you don't know that I know. You don't know that I spent last year going to like every single business workshop I could, reading everything about business, marketing, sales, that I have a passion for marketing and, well, sales, and I love it. I think it's the best for me, like, amazing. And it's like, here's a collection of all the books I know about what you're trying to do. So he tried to swindle me and say, like, he'll just charge me parts for, like, fixing my car. And I said this to my cleaner yesterday. I was like, he was taking advantage of me, especially when I was in shock of, like, fixing the back of my car, because my brakes needed doing anyway. And I said to myself on the way home, because they were squeaking like a like so much, like Mariah Carey talking to a dolphin. It was horrendous. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see him. I'm gonna go get my brakes fixed or like replaced, because my brake pads needed changing. They were so bad. They were so thin. I don't know if I've even taken a picture. I don't think I did. No, I threw them out as well. So what did I do? So he fixed something on my car, and apparently it cost £70. I looked up the part. He said it just charged parts, and then it was like, that's a £14 part. Like, ridiculous. And then he tried to, it was so funny. He thinks I'm a bloody idiot. And he tried to say, like, even my cleaner was like, you shouldn't have been charging that. And I'm like, I know. He also did work. If someone does work on your car and they don't say how much they're going to charge, or like they do something without your permission, like calling millennial, hello, calling you, that's so dodgy, so bad. So I was like, we're done here. Oh my gosh, guys, have you been having my windy breath? Sorry. Right, so it kind of looks like a little King's Guard now, my little microphone, if you guys are watching. So again, so this is a really informal episode, really chill, like, don't care. We've got a cup of tea. Mine's probably brewing on the side. Whoops, I forgot. Never mind. Moving on. So yeah, so he tried to like swindle me and like overcharge me. Like, he said about doing my brakes and they need replacing, and my drop link, which didn't even need touching. It was so funny because I had a new one on one side, and I was just like, unless he was going to do all my brakes, but he didn't need to. Only my front ones needed to be done, because that's where the squeaking was coming from. And the drop links didn't need to be. And he was trying to charge me £100. And I'm like, not for my car. Maybe some other cars, but, you know, the brakes had to cost £16. The drop link cost £15. There was a new drop link on the other side. It's like, what are you trying to do? And then he tried to upsell me. Again, I know what that is. And trying to say, like, oh, if you want a service done as well, you know, there'll be an extra 100. After the guy said he'll do parts, my service done. It's like, no. Because he was like, you need a new cabin filter, air filter, blah, blah, blah. All these do not cost over a tenner. Like, a cabin filter, maybe, you know, an air filter, oil filter. They don't. No, Eurocar parts. No, they don't. It's like, no, nah. Incorrect. So yeah, my cleaner was like, oh, she was fuming about that one. So yeah, cool, whatever, moving on. But just don't get swindled by people. Like, do your fact check. Like, don't, you know, girls, come on. I know people are just, go to like a really trusted person, and that's where I'm going. And I'm so glad that their place got flooded out, because it was rains, and I know around the world there has been really devastating floods, but in the UK it's kind of just been like a river. But I'm, you know, my heart goes out to anyone that did suffer during the floods. But but I don't want to say like, you know, deepest sympathies, but my the garage got flooded out, and for me that was a blessing, because obviously he tried to swindle me. Actually turned out to be really not trustworthy, and my housemate knew. She was like, yeah, he's a bit of a liar. He's like, he's not that honest though, is he? So yeah, that was that. So that happened. That was fun. Oh joy. Huzzah. So that kind of like brought attention, like the whole crash and everything. Just, I remember being in the hospital. I remember crying, saying like, okay, I'm going to do more. I'm going to do more. Like I'm going to do more of things. Like, sorry, I haven't done this. Sorry, I've just spent like the last year, you know, well, it wasn't in the last year, but majority of time was just in bed. It's like I need to do like more for everything, and even with this podcast I need to do more. Even someone taking the podcast name, I was like, okay, I need to do more. And look at me now, I'm just so chill. I was gonna make it like a little setup, but I just, you know, need to get the story out because it's just informal. It's like letting you guys know, catching up. Like I was dead set to do, you know, like a little system, because today I'm at the hospital, like I don't work, and then I could just like record a podcast, edit it a bit later, like after I come back from hospital, and then it could be like consistency for you guys. But yeah, it just didn't happen. But you know, I want to be there for more on Instagram, even on Patreon. If you guys want to sign up to that, just do it for free. That's all there for you, you know, no pressure. We'll be putting up courses on there. I did try to, didn't load. I was like, oh my goodness, gosh. So just trying to get everything sorted for you guys. If not, you can just watch it on Skillshare, one of my courses. The one I want to put on Patreon is exclusive. Like, it was meant to be for Skillshare, but they said no. And I'm like, I don't understand. I literally have a course on this subject already on here. Why has that not been removed? But I don't want to talk it up. If not, I just have to put it on my Patreon for you guys. Pushing myself to do things like more businessy. Like I said, I've really planned on making hand printed journals like I got obsessed with it. I know everything, and now it's just like taking the action. I have everything. With my first paycheck, I bought everything that I needed, and it's just been sat there, like up there. I see it. Hello. On my wardrobe, and I need to create something. I need to make something, even if it's a test, like put some time aside for that. And in this episode, yeah, I'm going to talk about how to like organize your life a little bit more, because of the whole mess that I was in. It's crazy, like doing that, and it's like how to get into a routine. So really it needs work, and that's kind of like why I'm doing a lifestyle YouTube, because it will help motivate me, because I've put on like weight and I don't want to put on weight. You know, things I want to do, crafting, just organizing everything in my life, because it's a mess. It was a mess. I've never been such a mess. I've never wished for a boyfriend so much more than I did when I was in like the hospital. Like I was like, I need someone to take care of me. My family didn't even show up. My family was in Edinburgh, and it's like, okay, I needed help with my insurance. My mom was like, I'm too tired, and I'm like, okay, but I need help with my insurance. Gosh, there was like, because the people that hit me couldn't have been any nicer. They couldn't have been any nicer. And it turns out there's like malformation in, like, because the nurses said it was like a blessing in disguise. It's so weird. And there's something else, like I had a brain scan and they found something else. So it was like, yeah, it was a mess. My life was a mess. So and also I had like hairline fractures like in my wrists and stuff, like this one especially. Like I had something, like, I don't know if you can see, I had something come up, and that sucked. And just like little things, and you know, it could have been a lot worse, but if it wasn't for the people being super nice about, the little bump, I probably wouldn't have kept my car, because my insurance company were like, it's going to be a total write-off. Okay, thanks, bye. And their insurance company were like, yeah, we'll give you the salvage. So I was like, I'll take the salvage, because realistically, you cannot buy a car unless it's the worst car in the world. With like, because I was offered £900, but I got 700 something. So fine, I'll keep the car and just fix it, because honestly, it wasn't that much damage. It honestly was just a scratch and a tiny little tear, in the backside. No, in the bumper thing. Yeah, in the rear bumper. See, I know my car parts. Yeah, it was just like a little tear, and the exhaust had been pushed forward a little bit near the... I always call it a denoiser. It's not a denoiser. It's like a cylinder you'll find in the center of your car. It's like, I want to do an automotive course, and this is why. So just learning about cars and stuff, fixing it by myself, because girls should know how to fix their car and not be swindled, because that's what my cleaner was saying. She was like, I bet they love it when girls come in and they just like, take the biscuit. So crikey, my life was a mess. Like, and this is how I like fixed it. It was just horrendous, and it was just like I couldn't focus on anything, and everything was just a mess. Like a mess. Messy. I was exhausted. I remember, I couldn't believe this happened. I remember, I think I was going to my sister's. She needed help. In hindsight, she needed help putting my niece's bed together. In hindsight, that's good that I didn't do it, because obviously I was damaged goods, honestly. And I shouldn't, that would have been heavy lifting and everything, and that would just not have been good for me. So that was good. So I'd went all the way to my hometown, which is like a 40-minute drive from me, and maybe who cares? But my parents were in Edinburgh, and they would come back that night, and I had to go see my friends the next day. So I was like, can I just stay over? And they were like, yeah. But they were stuck in Edinburgh, and there was like a crash, and it was just like a mess. And I was so mad. I was just so angry that I went to... My car was parked at my nan's, because I visited her before, and I was like, I just want to go for a walk. Regret, because it was, at the time, it was super boiling in the UK. And then I got back, and my mum called and said, like, you can't make it back. And I was like, no, I wasn't back yet. And then I just walked out my nan. Like, I was like, I'm not going to talk to you, because I'm going to yell at you right now. And she was like trying to tap on the car window, and I was like, no, go away. And I was just like, just like, I would have been mad. But then I got back, and this is how bad it was, because I was just so tired. I fell asleep at 7 o'clock, and then I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning. What? It was so strange, because, I hadn't brushed my teeth or anything. I was still in my clothes. I was like, what just happened? It was so strange, but that's what happened. I kept trying to go to sleep in the hospital, and the nurse kept waking me up. Also, really annoyed, because I was trying to do like... Yeah, they kept waking me up, and when they were saying you were about to be moved, and when I was going to be moved, and I did the Obi-Wan thing on the elevator doors, because they opened up that way. They didn't open up like that. And the person carrying me, 2 of them didn't get it. No, disgusting. Whatever. Sure, whatever. So yeah, it was just such a mess. But the thing I kept doing every day, I think I just kept looking at my emails, having a calendar, keeping track of everything. Every morning I would just wake up, just look at it, be like, okay, where the hell am I? And what am I doing in life? And for me, like, I take on a lot of extracurricular activities. Like, my day is full. My week this week is full, I did have to take the day off because I was like, no, because I haven't recorded an episode, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. It really is like Google and Google Tasks, like their calendars, like it's been really helping me. Like I put a section for every single thing, extracurricular, can't even say it, extracurricular activity that I do. And you know, I have one for like, I call it my lifestyle, which is like everyday like stupid things like, you know, do the laundry, blah de blah, do all these things, stay in check. And you know, like having that like safety for yourself, like you know you've done something, you've put in the effort and you've created like a safe space, rather than like have the worst like just live your life in a rut. It's like getting out of that rut is insane. But it's like, what I do, just put everything down that you need to do, even if you miss things. Like there's sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, I need to do that, yeah, that'd be a great idea. I was putting that laundry yesterday and I was like, oh yeah, that would be a good thing to do, to put on the list. Completely forgot about it. So it's something that you can access all the time. I don't know if I'm going to be recording still if I turn off, because I'm just recording on like CapCut on my phone with the audio. And because I've got a PC and it can't be moved, so can't be moved in here. So yeah, so doing that, finding what works for you. You could just have a diary or anything, but just writing down every single thing that you need to do, Ether, and oh my gosh, finding time for it. Like Google Calendar is my best friend, I swear. And I thought about that yesterday. I was like, I have spent way too much time on my calendar. I'm so busy. It sucks. I asked myself yesterday, can I drop something? And I was like, yes, I'm going to drop the hospital. Sorry, guys. But I hadn't been there anyway because of work and stuff. But now it's like, I'm here today. We're doing it. But yeah, it's kind of like, it's really staying in that routine and finding discipline. And again, that's why I'm going to be starting a YouTube channel. I mean, whatever works for you. But for me, it might motivate me to be a little bit better, like, especially with, you know, sports and stuff. If I'm, like, documenting my journey, it's not, like, a arrogant thing, but it's, like, if I document my journey, then it kind of gives that thing of, like, you know, I was like, oh, what do they call that? I have terrible recall. What do they call that? Not establishment, but, like, not motivation, but you know what I mean, where it's just like, if you do it, if you document it, you have that, not confirmation, but like that motivation. I don't even know what the word is, but who cares, right? You know what I mean, like that thing, you've got that thing. Accountability? No, it's kind of like motivation. It's something. Anyway, so yeah, guys, don't worry too much, like relax, do what works for you. I just want to update you guys on like why I haven't been here, and I really do have plans to make this better, like being motivated to do it now. And you know, do I have time to do a bloody YouTube channel? Like, I think I do. But yes, follow me on Instagram. I definitely am going to be posting more on that. I just need to remember my password for TikTok. Like, I need to find it. It does exist. You can follow me on that. There's like one video where I'm talking about my dong nose because it's like a penis. Okay, so yeah, there'll be more on there, and yeah, I hope you guys got something from this, even though it's just like a really informal thing, just to update you guys and tell you about like what happened. I wish it could have been a bit more, but obviously I'm just like, right now I'm just like, there needs to be more effort, more, you know, work put into this podcast. And there will be, and I do have plans, like there's going to be events, and I'm going to be doing a lot more public speaking. Super chill right now. Like stitching about my little business launches. There will be like little workshops I'm gonna do about that. And yeah, so I really hope you guys got something from this. It was just more of an update about like why I disappeared. Like nobody cared. Okay. No, like why I disappeared, and being in that mess and getting out of it. Again, it is nutrition as well, like staying up to date with everything, like life. You can ask ChatGPT or whatever to do a a meal plan, and one of those grocery things, I don't know, meal plan and shopping list. And if you need that, like that's something I discovered. I was like, oh my gosh, you can ask, there's me, what? And it's like good nutrition. Or you can use the Deliciously Ella app, which I'm gonna get again. They do have 7-day plans for you, not sponsored, but yes, do that. Get that app. It's a really cute app, and it has like exercises on, and I thought about getting it actually. It's only £30 a year, like less than that, like 27 something, 20, maybe 28. It's like for a year of like recipes and exercise. Like, come on guys, yeah, go for it. But anyway, so I'm gonna leave this here. It's not been that great, but it's just been like a little chat with you guys, like a little update, and just staying organized, keeping on top of everything, which sucks. You don't have to do it every day. Like today, just to have a day where it's just like, I don't care. And I want to record this podcast because I wanted to, like in a very informal fashion. That's fine. That's fine. I'm still going to have the whole day of resting. I will be editing, but I'll still be resting and not doing anything, just closing the doors, like absolute introvert, like everyone go away, god damn it. So yeah, I hope you guys got something from this. Let me know in the comments, and if you guys want to rate the podcast, probably not this episode, I will be so happy that you did. And maybe I'll even get like a discount of something. Maybe you can have like a scrunchie for make you a scrunchie for like in this podcast. Rating the podcast, that would be so much for me. Yeah, let me know. Maybe I could probably do something on that. Like if you have maybe I should get that, because I'm gonna get a Shopify up, okay? And maybe if you rate my thing, give me evidence that you've rated it. It was you, my podcast. It must be positive. And then I could probably, give you a code for like my Shopify store. When I get that up and started, again, that is on one of my to-do lists. It will happen. And it's not a thing about finding the time. It's more to do with, again, keeping on top of things, that staying exercised and having a good diet to do everything, and staying in a good place mentally, because burnout is real and it sucks. And it's like having that rest to do it, and changing the mindset of like saying that I get to do it, not that I have to do it, to do things. So yeah, and honestly, scrunchies don't take that long to make, but I made them by me with love, okay? So yeah, so I'm gonna leave the podcast here. Sorry it's so like weird, informal, and super chill. If there was like a squeak the whole time, it's because of my light. I don't know. Why is my face tracking not working anymore? Hello. Oh, she's not working. Come on, camera. Anyway. Hello. It's just not working, my face tracking. I thought that would just be more interesting rather than me editing it. Anyway, so I hope you guys got something from this. I hope it was just super well informed. And yeah, please stay tuned. Please say, like, everything. Follow, comment, rate. It's got to be over 3%. 3 stars. Over that. That'd be fine. That'd be great. Thanks. Even if it's fake. Even if you just like 5-star. 'Tis okay. I will love it. So yeah, so guys, I'm gonna be more on Instagram, and sorry I've just been so shy. But yeah, it's just doing that, making the commitments and stuff. And I thought if I just go on my break, when I'm on my break, I have like a spare 20 minutes, I could 100% do a little little, like video for you guys, like a little short form content video for you guys when I'm in the car. So about a subject. So guys, leave me like a comment about what you want to know. I would love it. I like it a lot. So okay, so this has been a really informal episode of the Crystalline podcast. I'm your host, Summer Clark, and thank you so much for listening. If you have been. Okay, bye.